So we're just a few days away from the big solar eclipse that's going to be coming on the 21st, I think, through 23rd here. And yeah, a lot of folks are, again, taking that event, attaching it to biblical prophecy and all kinds of stuff. I really haven't spoken much about that, but yeah, that's, again, nothing. There will be a solar eclipse, but that's not anything that's in the Bible. And then there's the event in September 23rd, which I've been very vocal about. Let people know this is nothing. There will definitely be the constellations, but those constellations are not the fulfillment of anything in the Bible, and people are very interesting. But what I'm starting to notice is that the people are very weak in the text. I think that's the way to put it. If the people were actually strong, here's what I'm noticing. A person will, people know verses, lots of little tiny verses here, verses there. Like a good example, a person will bring up 1 John chapter 3, verse 4 and say, well, this is the reason for that. But that person that says that, usually they can't tell you anything else that's in chapter 3. That person probably doesn't know, how many chapters are even in the letter, of which there's 5. A person will tell you Revelation chapter 12, these first verses here, these are all about this constellation that's going to be seen here in the sky. But that person can't even tell you anything that takes place in the rest of chapter 12. They don't know what happens in chapter 11 or chapter 13, the sandwiches, the sandwiching verses, if you will. That person probably can't tell you how many verses are in the chapter, of which there's 17. Those individuals, generally speaking, can't even tell you how many chapters are in the book of Revelation, of which there's 22. And I'm starting to notice that that's what the problem is. People know verses, little passages here and there, but they do not know how these things fit together. And it's scary. It's really very concerning, because if they were strong like that, I would argue that I'm strong in the text. If a person was strong in the text, they would be cutting this stuff down left and right. They wouldn't let this thing fly. It wouldn't get off the ground. Are you kidding me? They would cut this stuff down fast. The number of people that are able to do that are small. That's why the number of people that are refuting these signs is basically no one. It's not that it really is nobody. It's very few people. Those people that are doing this, I'm telling you, those guys, they're stronger. They're stronger in the text. It's these other individuals who I suspect are very weak in the text, that are constantly, well, now it's this, or it's this thing. Well, maybe it's this, or it could be that. I'm telling you, I think that's what it is. And it's got me a little bit concerned, because while people can give you all kinds of passages and verses, they have no idea the context that that verse is a part of. A verse can mean anything you want it to mean if you remove it from the context. But when you examine it according to the context, that's the true meaning. And I'm telling you, man, that's what the deal is. People are very weak in the text, and it is alarming in so many ways. That's why I tell a person, from the text, from the Bible, from the 1,200 pages that's in the Bible, all the Bible prophecy is done. The fulfillment of the event is the event in 70 AD. There's nothing else from the text. That's how it is. But as far as the rest of this stuff, I'm telling you, man, the people, they're very weak in the text. I'm afraid that is the case. I think that's what it is. So anyway, a few loose thoughts I'm going to have in here. And that's it, guys. We'll see you later.